All right, some considerations to take into account if you're wanting to grow with a greenhouse. A greenhouse is a good way to help extend your gardening seasons. Our greenhouse is good for growing vegetables. Plant and vegetable production is dependent on a nice, lovely environment, meaning it's nice and warm, plenty of water, decent humidity. And one of the best ways of controlling an environment is growing plants indoors. If you cannot grow them indoors, the next best way is a greenhouse. Now, some greenhouses are used just to kind of get starters going. Some you can use greenhouses to grow all year round. One of the biggest advantages to using a greenhouse to grow your vegetables is that you can grow these vegetables all year long, even when they are technically not in season. You can grow cold hardy vegetables all year long. You don't have to worry about the outside conditions because the greenhouse takes care of your veggies and allows them to grow well regardless of the season. Indeed, having fresh veggies all year long is a great thing. But something else you have to remember is that not all vegetables should be placed in the greenhouse because not all of them react to being in a greenhouse the same way. Some of the main advantages is you can take more control over your environment. If there's rain, snow, frost, wind chill, you can protect your plants from that. You can extend your growing season, meaning you can get your starts going a little bit earlier when the frost is still out, if there's a decent amount of sunlight. It's also good for having the greenhouse to keep out pests. Little critters that would munch away. I've definitely lost entire crops because of squirrels. So, if you have a secure greenhouse which is able to close, then it's a good way to keep pests out during the nighttime. And if it's used with natural light, it can be very energy efficient and save you electricity, save you some money on electricity. So that's nice, as much as you can use the light of the sun to grow your plants is always going to be something that will be a benefit. Now, one thing you also do have to consider, like the cons of greenhouses, it's not really a con, but it's in terms of if you're trying to grow all year round. If you're trying to use a greenhouse to grow all year round, you will have to outfit it more like an indoor grow facility in terms of having lights, possibly an exhaust fans and things of this nature. So you have to consider that. Obviously, that's more maintenance, that's more involved. If you want year-round vegetables, then you would want to make a more involved greenhouse with electricity running. But if you want one without electricity, and for the purposes of this video, we're just talking about ones without electricity that you can easily set up. Depending on how much space there is on your property, you might want one that's just a small patio 4-tier one, or you might want one that's more of a walk-in size. And then there's sizes in between for kind of whatever you're looking for. Once you get your tent set up, some of them come with frames and shelves, or you can bring your own shelving in if it's a walk-in style. And depending on what your property is and what your needs are, there are 5 recommendations as I was looking through Amazon. I have the 4-tier patio solution one, and then I end up every year getting a new cover for it, a replacement cover, because either it gets penetrated or a zipper breaks or something happens, and maybe that's my fault. Maybe they're not that durable. Maybe it's a combination of both. In any case, here are some options that you can look at. Look in the description and you can go and click on those and see if there are any that suit your needs. But ultimately, that'll be a better solution if you're trying to grow bigger plants. Get more yield is starting them earlier. So a grow house can definitely help with that.